Hi everyone, my name is Laura. I'm so excited that you're here today. In this video, I would love to share with you some ways that we can enjoy warm-up stretches for our yoga practice and even just for comfort in the body from standing. So these stretches can sometimes be referred to as Pratapana. So this is a term that's used a lot in the Kripalu yoga lineage. These stretches might include the 7 movements of the spine, but also some other movements that help you to not only warm up for your practice, your yoga practice, or whatever experience you are enjoying in your body, dance or other athletic activities, but also you might find movements through the hips or the shoulders or the neck. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and dive in. These postures are so exciting because you can enjoy them from anywhere, really, and all you need is the ground below. You might use a yoga mat if you feel more supported. Just if you notice that the ground is a little bit slippery, if you're in soft feet on a hard floor, so you can choose. And we'll come first to mountain pose, looking down at the feet. You can notice that your feet are just roughly the width of your hips apart. And at certain times, to support your balance, you might even wish to take your feet a little further apart. So you can notice what feels good, what feels intuitive in your body. You might, if you sense that there are any wobbles through the balance today, then maybe you come close to a wall, so you can use that for support. Or you may have a chair handy in front of you. Good, and first just landing in your steady mountain pose, Tadasana. The shoulders relaxing down, your arms might be at your sides. And when we consider the 7 movements of the spine, there's 6 asymmetrical movements. But the first one is a symmetrical position, an elongation of the spine. So while you're here in mountain pose, can you notice the tailbone drawing downward and the crown of the head reaching upward? So you can honor the natural curves of the spinal column while also welcoming this feeling of lengthening both upward and downward simultaneously, like you're lengthening through the spine, elongating. And just taking a couple of breaths. Here you might close the eyes and visualize the spinal column. You might inhale here to imagine your awareness drawing up the spine from the tailbone to the base of the skull, and as you exhale, awareness draws down the spinal column from the base of the skull to the tailbone area. Breathing in, awareness sweeps up the spine. Breathing out, it draws downward. Breathing in this time, reaching all the way up to the crown of the head. Breathing out from crown all of the way down to the soles of the feet. 2 more breaths in this way. Once more, inhaling from feet up to crown of the head, growing tall. Breathing out from crown of the head down to the soles of the feet. Now breathing in, arms sweep out and up toward the sky. As you exhale, lower through the right arm. Reach left arm up and over toward the right. Breathe into center, growing tall, neutral spine. Breathing out, laterally flexing the spine to the left. And we can move from side to side with the breath, finding a vinyasa, a flow with breath. You might Smooth out the movement for your arms. You can imagine you're tracing a big circle or orb in front of your body. For a more activating experience for your core while you're here, and even for your shoulders, you could bring your hands palm to palm, interlacing fingers but releasing thumbs and index fingers to move through some crescent moon postures. Continuing to inhale to center, exhale to stretch toward the side. Zipping the heels of the palms toward each other. We'll take one more stretch toward the left. Good, let's breathe into center. Once again, we'll flow through some twists. You can exhale, let your arms open. Now imagine you're tracing a circle around the right side of your body. So left arm reaches forward, right arm back. Turning toward the right. Then breathe into center. Let's reach the arms forward and up. Breathe out toward the left. Drawing a big circle around left side body. Now you might look over left shoulder. Breathe into center, reaching up. Breathing out to the right, and you can keep moving, keep flowing. Sense the rotation here happening through the spine. Gentle rotation from side to side, all while you continue to reach up through the crown and down through the tailbone. Beautiful. Now this next time that you're preparing to twist toward the right side, you might even wish to bend your knees a little bit. And then as you inhale to center, you can lengthen through your legs. Exhale toward the left. You might bend your knees just for a little bit of warming through the thighs now. Inhale to center, reaching up. You might look up. Exhale to the right. Looking over right shoulder. Look forward on the inhale. One more time toward the left. Now let's breathe into center. The arms sweep upward. Exhale, draw the hands toward the thighs. You might bring them to the thighs or the hips, whatever's available. And here we'll actually pause with the knees bent a little bit for some flexions and extensions of the spine. Breathe in as you slide your hands towards your hips. Hug elbows and shoulder blades back. Breathe out, navel draws in, and you can tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Hands sliding down the legs a little bit. Breathe in, arch the back, draw the elbows, shoulder blades, even crown of the head and tailbone back. Breathing out, tucking chin and tailbone. So you're finding your rounds of cat and cow stretches now. These are the last two spinal movements of the 7. Flexing the spine and cat stretch. Extending through the spine in your cow stretch, spinal extension. Know that you can lengthen through the legs. You can come up to standing anytime to take a break. This is quite warming for the thighs. Once more, we inhale, arching the back, open through the front body. Exhale, tucking inward. Let's breathe in to lift up through the crown of the head. You might imagine it's leading the way into a tall posture. Arms relaxed. Eyelids might relaxed closed. Standing nice and tall. Noticing any sensation after those movements of the spine. And some other Pratapana that you might find from standing could include some gentle stretches for the neck, rolling the shoulders perhaps. So you can find any of those movements here, perhaps rocking the head from side to side or all the way around. So just knowing that Pratapana is not limited to the 7 movements of the spine. It can involve the other joints of the body. And you might even plan your Pratapana according to what other postures you have coming in the rest of your sequence. So if you know that your students or you in your practice, you're going to be spending a lot of time on the hands or on the knees, you might take some time to warm up through the wrists, some Pratapana. You might also involve the hips, if there's some hip opening to come in your practice. So it's a lovely opportunity to warm up the body, but also to notice just what is your comfortable range of motion day to day. Every practice is unique, every practice different. So we want to check in with the body and be sure that we have a good sense of our comfortable range of motion day to day so that we can support ourselves through our practice. One of my favorite Pratapanas from standing is empty coat sleeves. You might take your feet wide and you can bounce a little bit through the hips as your arms swing and sway, even springing off through one heel and then the other. You can tap the body with the hands. These Pratapana stretches can be very grounding as they give us time to really come into the body, to connect with the physical body. Let these movements slow. So even that gentle touch might be grounding for you. Bringing hands to the hips. Some other nice hip movements include circles, big circles around and around. Changing the direction. Maybe even flowing through some figure eights. Beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me today for this exploration of standing Pratapana. If you are a student of the 200-hour online Embodied Wisdom Yoga Teacher Training, please do leave me a comment and let me know that you're practicing with me today. You might watch the video once and stand and enjoy the embodied experience of these Pratapana stretches, and then even a second time if you wish to take some notes a second time with your journal. If you're curious about this yoga teacher training, this online yoga teacher training with just such skilled, very skilled guides, very caring guides with so much wisdom to offer, they truly do live their yoga, then please check out the description and even the comments of this video, and I will leave a link of how to learn more about this online experience that we are opening up and sharing with our global community. Yeah, so do let me know in the comments if you're practicing with me today, and thank you so much for being here. Namaste.